Welcome to Trivia Viral. Our channel covers all the latest analysis and recaps on TV shows and movies, as well as interesting stories and facts that you may not have known. So sit back, relax, and subscribe to our channel if you have been enjoying our videos so far. Students attending an international school are challenged by their philosophy teacher for a peculiar thought exercise. 20 seniors are made to choose 10 of them to hypothetically stay in an underground bunker. These 10 are chosen to ensure humanity's survival in the case of a nuclear apocalypse. Soon, we see that the teacher has introduced a twist to the game. Spoilers ahead. As we begin this story, we are introduced to a philosophy teacher who works at a private international school. He challenges his class of 20 students by providing thought exercises to prepare them for their future. On the last day of school, he proposes a puzzling scenario. In it, he posits that the world will soon experience an atomic apocalypse. There is a bunker there that they can use as shelter for a year, but they can only store 10 people in it, so his students must decide who is allowed to go in there. Some of the students protest the exercise, but the teacher threatens to lower their grades, so they agree. The teacher gives out cards that assign different characteristics to each student. Based on the cards, the students defend their individual rights to enter shelter, and then, after discussion, everyone votes in a group. They jump into their collective imagination, a way of the film to show us the potential scenario that they have created. They argue whether structural engineers, doctors, senators, and chemists are more valuable than a harpist without a harp or a fashion designer. Meanwhile, the teacher gets an edge. His characteristics are hidden from the others. Initially, the students allow him to enter their bunker. However, it turns out that the teacher takes out those students who have been rejected in order to prevent them from being in pain when the nuclear apocalypse causes their demise. The students find that inhumane, and they decide to keep him out of the bunker. Outside, the teacher holds up a card with the exit code, stating that only he knows the code. After living inside the bunker for all of the year, the survivors find that the exit code is necessary. All attempts to break out of the bunker are futile, and when supplies run out, they decide to end things as a group. That was just the first iteration of the experiment, and each time the teacher rewrites the situation, he adds a wrinkle. As a result, the bunker group will now be required to reproduce in order to repopulate the planet. Additionally, each student gets an additional character trait. For example, the carpenter is declared sterile, which theoretically makes them not worth the effort of being included in the bunker since they can't help with reproduction. For the opera singer, she speaks 7 languages and is able to communicate with bunkers in other countries, but she has a throat deficiency that will remove her ability to talk in 3 years. The doctor, who recently went on a humanitarian mission, contracts a terminal illness. The soldier gets an eidetic memory, and the organic farmer, not attracted to people of the opposite gender. Once again, they start to make their decisions, though it requires more contemplating. However, some students begin to feel wary of the teacher based on how he acted. As a result, there is a battle of wills between the teacher and his students. The teacher and the students who have been selected enter the bunker, and they agree to start procreating immediately. Various pairs get together. Because the top student's boyfriend is not into women in this scenario, she must sleep with the teacher instead. After 10 weeks, there are no pregnancy rates increasing, so the teacher says that they should change partners. When the soldier with the eidetic memory refuses to go with it, the teacher threatens her with a weapon. Someone else attacks the teacher, and the teacher immediately opens the doors and ends the session. The boyfriend asks the teacher what he intends to punish them for, and what motive he has for the exercise. After checking the box for the cards, the boyfriend discovers that the top student's cards and the boyfriend's cards are all changed up. This teacher claims that the boyfriend should be faced with the truth that his privilege has caused him to be completely ill-prepared for the real world, but the boyfriend does not believe this. The top student insists they try the exercise for a 3rd time. This time, she wants everyone to trust her to choose who enters the bunker. She selects people who are at risk or people who have non-technical skills. She selects opera singers and poets, and that causes the teacher to become angry. The top student herself does not want to enter the bunker. However, another student pushes her inside the bunker, switching their places just as the door closes. The teacher in particular is straight up refused entry because he is no longer necessary to hold onto the exit code. This is because one student remembers the code from a previous scenario. The top student continues to narrate the thought exercise, stating that the year was enjoyable and full of creative activities for the people in the bunker. After they walk outside, they find out that the nuclear apocalypse did not happen. The teacher narrates that all the students will fail and pass away because none of them have the necessary technical skills to survive. However, the top student counters that they will live well throughout the rest of their short lives, and they will accept their demise when it comes. In the meantime, the teacher, who had been living in a cave for the past year, arrives on the beach. He threatens to harm the top student's boyfriend, but the other survivors block him. When the teacher gets back to class, he is unnerved by the latest exercise. Everybody leaves at the end of the session, except for the top student. The student accuses the teacher of deliberately trying to punish her and her boyfriend. We learn that the teacher is having an affair with the top student, and that he thinks that the boyfriend, this top student, is below her. She argues that it is not only intelligence that matters. The film ends with the teacher alone in the school. He reaches into his drawer for something. Then, he passes. What are your thoughts about the story? Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe if you would like to see more similar videos, and give us a thumbs up to get more recommendations of our videos. Be the first to watch the latest videos by clicking the bell icon. See you on the next video.